recent years, a noticeable shift has taken place. More women are choosing to remain single not out of necessity but by deliberate choice. At social gatherings, community events, and even in everyday life, single women are confidently showing up alone without apology or explanation. This is not just a fleeting trend, it's a movement. The reasons behind this shift are as diverse as the women themselves, but the common thread is a sense of peace, clarity, and intoxicating freedom. Today, we explore why more women than ever are embracing singlehood and what this means for society as a whole. Started with a simple observation: single women are everywhere. Whether at dinner parties or fundraisers, more women are arriving and leaving solo. There's no plus one, no engagement ring, and no apologies. This visibility is powerful. When conversations turn to relationships, many women share that they're not just single, they're not even looking for a partner. This isn't about being left out, it's about making an intentional choice to prioritize themselves and their own happiness. After posting a question on social media, the author was flooded with responses from women around the world. Their stories revealed a clear pattern. This wave of singlehood isn't a temporary phase, but a growing movement. Women are stepping into their season of solitude with intention, finding fulfillment and joy in their own company. This collective shift is changing the narrative around what it means to be single and challenging long-held societal expectations. According to recent studies, nearly half of U.S. women under 50 now believe that marriage isn't essential for a fulfilling life. This is a dramatic change from previous generations, where marriage was often seen as the default path. Today, more women are questioning whether traditional relationships are necessary for happiness. The numbers reflect this shift, with projections showing that by 2030, nearly half of women aged 25 to 44 will be single. This isn't a crisis, it's a generational tipping point. Relationship therapist Alexandra Solomon points out that some of the most profound personal growth happens outside of partnerships. She encourages women to see singlehood not as a detour but as a destination. When women choose to stay single from a place of clarity, they're not isolating, they're integrating. They're asking themselves, who am I when no one else is defining me? This journey of self-discovery is empowering and transformative. Women interviewed come from all walks of life with different backgrounds and experiences. Some have been single for years, others only recently. Yet the rewards they mention are strikingly similar: freedom, clarity, and peace. For many, singlehood has become a space to reclaim independence and make decisions without compromise. It's about living life on their own terms and finding joy in their own rhythm. Margo, a vocal coach, shares how her engagement once meant every decision was a negotiation. From what to eat to where to travel, she often compromised her own desires. After calling off her engagement, she slowly regained her independence. Now she relishes the freedom of making choices without needing anyone's permission. This kind of autonomy is described as intoxicating, a feeling many single women now cherish. Generations, society has portrayed single women as incomplete or unfinished. But what if the opposite is true? What if single women are the ones fully awake, living intentionally in a culture that often encourages conformity? The idea that a romantic relationship is the center of a fulfilling life is being questioned. More women are now defining what having it all means for themselves, rather than accepting outdated scripts. Lissa, a former fashion model turned nutritionist, has been single and off dating apps for 3 years. She's often met with the assumption that she must be secretly unhappy, but she insists she's never been happier. Her career, friendships, and personal rhythm bring her fulfillment. She has options, but none compare to the joy she finds in her own company. This clarity and contentment are becoming more common among single women. Dr. Solomon encourages women to reflect on the reasons behind their singlehood. There's a crucial difference between avoiding relationships out of fear and choosing solitude out of genuine desire. This discernment is called relational self-awareness. It's about asking, am I saying no to dating because I'm afraid, or because I truly want to focus on myself right now? This honest self-examination empowers women to make choices that serve their growth. For some women, the decision to be single follows heartbreak or betrayal. For others, it's a response to burnout from the exhausting world of modern dating. Regardless of the reason, choosing solitude can be both a response to pain and a source of empowerment. Dr. Solomon reminds us that our reasons for being single can evolve as we do. There's no shame in seeking healing and growth through solitude. Jessica, a writer in Chalum, describes her journey after a breakup as a sacred process of self-excavation. She looked honestly at her past patterns and realized she no longer needed a relationship to feel complete. For the first time, she feels whole on her own. This sense of wholeness is a powerful outcome of embracing singlehood, and it's a sentiment echoed by many women who have chosen this path. Despite these personal breakthroughs, culture hasn't fully caught up. Single women still face side eyes at family gatherings and unsolicited advice from strangers. There's a persistent assumption that a woman's life is on pause until she finds a partner. These outdated narratives are hard to shake, but more women are pushing back, refusing to let societal expectations define their worth. Ayla, a software designer, points out that society often ties a woman's worth to her relationship status. She rejects this idea, focusing instead on building her own company, investing in friendships, and achieving financial independence. For her and many others, fulfillment comes from pursuing purpose rather than following an outdated playbook. This redefinition of worth is at the heart of the singlehood movement. For many women, the pursuit of purpose has replaced the pursuit of partnership. Layla's life improved almost immediately when she stopped searching for a partner and started focusing on her own goals. She's building a business, nurturing friendships, and enjoying financial success. The idea that she should give all of this up for a relationship no longer makes sense to her. This shift in priorities is empowering women everywhere. While many women are open to romantic connections, they're no longer willing to sacrifice their peace or shrink themselves for the sake of partnership. Alex, a film producer, shares that she once chased the thrill of chemistry but now values quiet, safety, and ease. She's learned to give herself the love and security she once sought from others. This new standard for relationships is reshaping what women want and expect. stands out most in these stories isn't the absence of romantic partners but the presence of purpose. Women are finding fulfillment, autonomy, and joy that doesn't depend on external validation. They're building lives and legacies of their own, investing their energy in what truly matters to them. This is a love story of a different kind, one centered on self-respect and personal growth. The author reflects that her energy is the most sacred thing she has to give. Like many women, she's no longer willing to waste it chasing relationships that drain her. Instead, she's focused on building a meaningful life on her own terms. This mindset is becoming more common as women recognize the value of their time and attention. Protecting one's energy is now seen as an act of self-love. Women are busy building their own lives and legacies rather than waiting for someone else to complete their story. This proactive approach to life is empowering and inspiring. Whether it's through career achievements, creative pursuits, or nurturing friendships, single women are making their mark on the world. Their stories remind us that fulfillment comes from within and that everyone's path to happiness is unique. Choosing singlehood is in many ways a love story, one that centers on self-respect, growth, and fulfillment. Women are learning to love themselves deeply, to honor their own needs, and to celebrate their accomplishments. This journey isn't about rejecting love, but about redefining what love means. For many, it's about finding wholeness within and sharing that wholeness with the world. Community plays a vital role in supporting single women. Friendships, professional networks, and social groups provide connection and belonging outside of romantic relationships. These communities offer encouragement, inspiration, and practical support. For many women, investing in these relationships is just as fulfilling as any romantic partnership, and often more sustainable. Strong friendships are at the heart of many single women's lives. These relationships provide emotional support, laughter, and shared experiences. Unlike romantic partnerships, friendships often come without the pressure of societal expectations. They allow women to be themselves fully and to grow alongside others who respect and uplift them. Financial independence is a key factor in the rise of singlehood among women. With more opportunities for education and career advancement, women are able to support themselves and make choices based on their own needs and desires. This independence allows them to prioritize their own goals and live life on their own terms, free from financial dependence on a partner. Success is no longer defined solely by marriage or family status. For many women, success means pursuing passions, achieving career milestones, and cultivating meaningful relationships of all kinds. This broader definition of success is liberating, allowing women to celebrate their achievements and live authentically. The rise of digital dating has contributed to burnout for many women. Swiping, messaging, and navigating endless options can feel more like consumption than connection. Some women choose to step away from dating apps altogether, focusing instead on real-life connections and personal growth. This shift reflects a desire for authenticity and meaningful relationships. Dating in the digital age can be emotionally exhausting. The constant search for connection, coupled with societal pressure to find a partner, leaves many women feeling drained. Choosing to step back from dating is often an act of self-care, allowing women to recharge and focus on what truly matters to them. Burnout isn't just about work, it can also come from the emotional labor of dating and relationships. Many women are learning to set boundaries, protecting their time and energy. By saying no to what doesn't serve them, they create space for what truly brings joy and fulfillment. Spending time alone is no longer seen as lonely or undesirable. For many women, alone time is a chance to recharge, reflect, and pursue personal interests. It's an opportunity to get to know themselves better and to cultivate a sense of inner peace. This shift in perspective is helping to destigmatize solitude. Singlehood provides space for personal growth. Women are using this time to pursue education, develop new skills, and explore passions. Whether it's traveling, starting a business, or learning something new, these experiences contribute to a richer, more fulfilling life. The journey of self-discovery is central to the singlehood movement. Women are learning to accept themselves fully, embracing both strengths and vulnerabilities. This acceptance leads to greater confidence and a deeper sense of fulfillment. It's about becoming whole, not waiting for someone else to complete them. Letting go of societal expectations is liberating. Women are no longer measuring their worth by relationship status or age. Instead, they're creating their own timelines and defining success on their own terms. This freedom allows them to pursue what truly makes them happy without fear of judgment. Learning to say no is a powerful skill. Whether it's declining a date, turning down unsolicited advice, or refusing to settle, women are asserting their boundaries. This assertiveness is a sign of self-respect and confidence, paving the way for healthier relationships in all areas of life. Women are rewriting the script for their lives. Instead of following traditional paths, they're exploring new possibilities and creating unique stories. This creativity and courage inspire others to question the status quo and pursue their own dreams, regardless of societal expectations. Achievements come in many forms, from career milestones to personal growth. Women are learning to celebrate their successes, big and small, without waiting for external validation. This celebration of self is an important part of building confidence and self-worth. Independence brings a unique kind of joy. The ability to make decisions, pursue passions, and live authentically is deeply satisfying. For many women, independence is not just a phase but a lifelong value. It's a source of pride and fulfillment. Despite progress, stigma around singlehood still exists. Women are often questioned about their choices or pressured to settle down. Overcoming this stigma requires confidence and resilience. By sharing their stories and supporting one another, women are changing perceptions and normalizing singlehood. Today's single women are role models for future generations. By living authentically and pursuing their own paths, they show younger women that happiness doesn't depend on relationship status. Their example encourages others to prioritize self-love, growth, and independence. As more women choose singlehood, the future looks bright. Society is slowly adapting and new narratives are emerging. Single women are leading the way, showing that fulfillment, joy, and purpose are possible on one's own. This movement is reshaping cultural expectations and opening doors for everyone to define happiness for themselves. Wholeness comes from within. Women are learning to embrace all parts of themselves, finding contentment in who they are. This journey isn't about rejecting relationships, but about recognizing that they are already complete. Embracing wholeness allows women to approach life with confidence and joy. Solitude is often misunderstood as loneliness, but for many women, it's a source of strength. Time alone provides space for reflection, creativity, and personal growth. Embracing solitude allows women to recharge and approach life with renewed energy and purpose. At the heart of this movement is choice. Women are choosing how to live, love, and define success. This freedom to choose is beautiful and empowering. It allows women to create lives that reflect their true selves without compromise or regret. Singlehood is something to be celebrated, not pitied. It's a time of growth, exploration, and self-love. Women are learning to honor this season of life, making the most of every opportunity. By celebrating singlehood, they inspire others to do the same. This movement isn't limited to one country or culture. Women around the world are choosing singlehood for similar reasons: freedom, fulfillment, and self-respect. Their stories are connected by a shared desire to live authentically and pursue happiness on their own terms. Support from other women is crucial. By sharing experiences, offering encouragement, and celebrating each other's successes, women create a strong network of support. This sense of community helps to counteract societal pressure and reinforces the value of singlehood. Rise of women choosing singlehood is more than a trend. It's a powerful movement toward self-fulfillment, autonomy, and joy. By embracing solitude, redefining success, and supporting one another, women are creating lives that are rich, meaningful, and uniquely their own. This is a love story of self, and it's one worth celebrating. As society continues to evolve, the message is clear. Happiness is not dependent on relationship status, but on living fully and authentically.